You are now about to witness
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't news on YouTube, frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand is hands-on, going hard like calluses. Who's style just aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto in the rip though. I side really cryptic, we locked them from the get-go. On this Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like sauce, the KRT drip club leading up the tip-off. We fuel by confidence, put your Nick content in beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Prior to Knicks going to the wire, hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, career popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the number one pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the nigga that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange blue skies. In the Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms and fashion fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Knicks shit assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
What's good? What's good? We hot like sauce and KRT drip cloth leading up the tip-off. What is popping? Everybody salute. Knicks Real Talk, the pregame show. Divine, Shaw Powers, Knicks, Milwaukee, Emirates Cup group stage throwdown at the Garden, man. We on our Friday night Knicks. Like my man Nostalgia just got up in the building, man. What's good, Nostalgia? Queen Darlene, what's popping? Jermaine Royce with JR, my brother. What's good, my man? What's going on? Dave Smith, what's popping, my man? What's good? What's good? Hope everybody had a great, happy Thanksgiving yesterday, man. Enjoy themselves, stuff their bellies and all that good stuff. Now y'all ready to get it popping here with us. Before I go any further, you can see I'm amped. Let me bring my partner in crime in the building, the one who get it done with me, man. Shaw Powers, who's popping, my brother.
Salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Mr. Tito's is in the building. What's good, John, my man? What's good, my brother? Good to see you. Peace, peace, peace. We in here, man. Another game tonight, man. Good chance to get a win tonight at the Garden. Back for some home cooking, ladies and gentlemen. Been on the road for a few. Now we back in the building trying to get a W at the Garden, man, on Friday night. Knicks shit, we in here, man. Let's go get it popping. I'm excited about this game. We can keep it honest without Giannis, whatever. You know, play him in front of you. So I'm really looking forward to this game tonight, man. We're going here and try to capture us another win, man, and keep this winning thing going. A little more different competition tonight, a little more stellar competition. But like I said, without Giannis, whatever the case may be, he's still game time decision. But we'll see, man. Whether he play, he don't play. We got to go out there and handle our business, Shaw Powers. I'm looking forward to the Knicks going out there with some home cooking and try to get this win tonight so get ready to get it popping against RJ and them on Sunday with Toronto Raptors and Brandon Ink, Mullen guys coming town. But anyway, what's going on with you, my brother? How you feeling? How was your Thanksgiving? What's good? What's good?
Everything good, man. The turkey day is over. Now it's time for making some different mixes with the remixing your turkeys and stuff like that. So I said some of that today. I had me some pulled turkey and something like that. I made my own barbecue sauce and stuff like that. Made me up something nice and stuff like that. But aside from that, man, I'm ready to talk Knicks basketball too, Devon. And this is a big game without Giannis, but it still is a big game. And I think the Knicks need to get out there and get some revenge.
Yeah, real talk, man. Salute to Travel Vibe, Dougie Fresh, HRX, the great is in the building. Prezi the boss is in the building. Salute to everybody, man. We in the building. We about to get a popper, man. You know, always a big game. Seems like every time we play a game, Shaw Powers, just another big game for the reason that, you know, we in this Emirates Cup thing, we got a chance to get another win, you know, and stay connected to Miami and stuff like that. And I think we got a good chance to go out there and give it to them tonight, man. Like I said, they don't have no Giannis, but they still got a team. They still I can't forget my brother, Nick Nation. Nick Nation, what is popping, my man? Salute to you as well. Thank you for coming in, Brody. Appreciate you. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to just going out there playing some Knicks basketball tonight, man. And might be a little easier by Giannis, but that don't mean that it's gonna be easy. It should be easier, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be easy. But these guys haven't won a game in a minute, man. They done lost like 5 in a row. No Giannis there with that abdominal, whatever he got going on. So we got to definitely take advantage of this opportunity. And it's hard to replace 31, 10, and 6. You know what I mean? He lead them in rebounding, he lead them in scoring, and he lead them in assists. So it's hard to replace all that. He might play Dave Smith. I'm not sure they had him as a game time decision.
He playing, man. It's against the Knicks. He playing, man.
Yeah, let's hope so. I like what I'm seeing here. But Dave Smith, I do want to give you some flowers on this. I'll say I hope when I see you in the chat today. I really like that that cat at the center with Josh Hart instead of Mitchell Robinson. I think it worked for us all around. 5 shooters. You've been talking about that the whole season. So Dave Smith, salute to you for staying true to you. And I like what I've seen with that lineup with Josh Hart in there and letting Mitch come off the bench. So salute to you for staying true to what you do, my man Dave Smith. But yeah, man, we gotta go ahead and get it popping tonight, man. I want to win this game. Like I said, get the 3-1 in the Emirates Cup and keep on trying to push up to the standing. And any championship is good to me. I don't care if you're playing on the playground, in the street, whatever. A championship is a championship. I love to be a part of this Emirates Cup championship thing, Shop Powers. Real talk, man. And if they can get it popping tonight, it'd be a good thing to see.
Yeah, let's win some Emery Cup. Let's win some MVPs and some Players of the Year, some All-Star players, and let's get somebody that breaks some records and some things that I want to do all that stuff. Let's get the Eastern Conference division this year. Let's do all of that stuff this year. I'm with all the awards, all the accolades that make the team look better because I think the team can do it. Now, like I said, once again, tonight the Knicks play a very good team, and I joke about it a lot here. You know what I mean? I sometimes jokes are the realest stuff that you want to hear, but when the Knicks come to your town, or you come into New York Knicks, teams step up. Yo, we playing the Knicks tonight. Yo, we playing the Knicks coming tonight. Yo, the Knicks. So we have to, and I'm not ruling out Giannis not playing tonight. You know what I mean? They are playing the New York Knicks. He has a adductor strain or something like that. I think he may play tonight, but if he doesn't, no matter what it is, if he ain't playing good, if he playing better, you know what I mean? That's how I feel about the game tonight. Let's get it.
Yeah, man, we definitely on our Friday night shit on MSG front row seat doing it just to get there. And we back in the garden for some home cooking, man. And that's a good feeling, man. We get back in the garden and see our own lights, our own nets, our own rims, our own crowd, our own fan base, and so it's gonna be a good night. Thanksgiving weekend, Knicks is on MSG on Friday night. You know what I mean? So I think I'm really excited about that, man. And and I just want to say this here. We just got to keep building one by one, game by game, step by step, and all that good stuff, man. And because it's Thanksgiving weekend, I open up the panel early, and we still get to go through all the other stuff. We open up the panel early and everything like that, man, because it's Friday night, Knicks on MSG, and I got a good brother in the background. He come in and spit some knowledge with us. I'm excited about it, man. I'm really excited about this team, man. I like that. I love Mitchell Robinson. But this thing definitely looks good with Josh Hart because not only you get more points, you get the same rebounds Mitch was giving you, but you get more points, another ball handler, a better 3-point shooter. You're getting a lot of things with this new lineup. So let's hope that I'm glad that Mike Brown recognized that. That he sees. And listen, I didn't realize this. I didn't see it at the beginning, but salute to him for being. I love Mike Brown because he even holds himself accountable. He was like, you know what? He liked what he's seeing. So let's hope that we stick with this thing. And when Anunoby and Shaman get back, this team get even deeper. You know what I mean? The Obley, Mamba, Brown go back to the bench shot Powers, and then Anunoby goes in there, and then you slide Mikal and Josh Hart down. Now you got a team that you really supposed to have since last year. Cat, Anunoby, Hart. My man Mikal and Brunson, that's gonna be dope, man. So I'm excited about that. But let me bring somebody in the building, not somebody, not anybody. My man, we really can get it popping, man. Real talk, Mr. Nick Nation. What is good, my brother? What's popping?
What's going on, brother?
Everything
I don't know if I'm in the studio.
Thanksgiving, my man.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell if I'm actually in the studio, but I guess you can hear me, so we're good.
Yeah, you in there?
What's going on, brothers? How y'all doing? Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, likewise.
Same here.
Try to digest all the good stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah. Definitely the good stuff. You know what I mean? It's been a good Thanksgiving, good talking in the chat and good peoples.
Yes,
you know what I mean? We fired up tournament game tonight. Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. Real talk. Daniel Blair Sports is in the building. Sister Latoria is in the building. What's good? Salute to everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. Yeah, this is a big game. Giannis and no Giannis, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said a few minutes ago, we got to go in there and beat the one that's playing who are in front of you, no matter what the company. I don't care if we were playing the Westchester, whoever. If they, you got to beat who in front of you. So, you know me, I always joke around with it. I don't care if James Dolan nephew was playing tonight. Beat him. Beat whoever in front of you, chop out.
That's it. I'm all for it.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get a win tonight. This is an Emirates Cup game. We sit pretty good in the standings, so we just got to get it popping, shop house.
Yeah, that's all it is, man. Big game as always. Like we talk about the New York Knicks, and I think the Knicks should get out here and perform. Usually in these last couple of these Emirates games, they really have excelled in scoring, and they really have putting the ball in the basket. So let's see if they get back out there and do that tonight. I believe that they will. I believe that this new hitch that they acquired with guys being out may be something that can propel them forward and keep them steady until the reserves come back.
Yeah, absolutely. I second that. Nick, how you feeling about the this team coming off that couple of road games that we had lately?
Well, let's just say we're grinding through it. I'm just still very unhappy with. It's not that I'm unhappy with Karl Anthony Towns per se. I'm unhappy with the system. How he's navigating the system right now, because it's just not smooth. If you look at like how McHale has adapted to the system, and you know what I mean, and finding his areas, and it looks very relatively smooth. Cats, you know what I mean, when he gets his points on most nights, it's a grind. So if you see him getting 18, 20, 24 points, 12 rebounds, it's a fight all night for him. And to me, that I don't right now, unless, you know what I mean, he's maturating in the system. Right now, I just don't like it. Where he's at in the system right now. They either need to move him around, set better screens for him. But this taking the ball from the top key to grind down, I don't see that sustaining him health, all year doing that. It's a lot of contact. Right. He's not getting the calls for it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's a lot of physical play, and a lot of him banging and flipping onto the floor. And I don't know. I just don't. It's just not smooth. Okay. He's the one in the system that I've seen that in this, you know what I mean, that it's not smooth with him. And I think he needs to move around a little bit more, like if he's a wing player at times, you know what I mean, to get or to create some other shots for him. But right now, it just seems too hard. I just don't see a future for that.
Do you think it's more about him or the system, or a combination of both?
I think it's a combination of both. Okay. I think it's him, you know what I mean, him trying to learn the nuances of the system. But right now, it's like he's learned one key, and they're saying, think, master that key before you can go on to the next key. And right now, it's rough play for him. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, the other night, right? He had like 30-something points. But it still, to me, didn't look like a smooth 30 points. And the better competition that we go against, his point system seems to decrease extremely fast. Where, I haven't seen him truly excel in this system yet.
Okay. You know what? And that's a great point. I'm hoping with the lineup change, that might change now that Mitchell Robinson's not there to clog up that paint anymore. Maybe him and Jalen Brunson in the pick and roll and all that can get it going. He can wind up getting a pick and pop here and there. Like you said, he ain't got to go down to the basket all the time, hit the floor. Let's see how it changes. I'm gonna be keep an eye on that, Nick Nation, now that Josh Hart's starting. And let's see if this thing loosens up a little bit. Maybe you don't have to be so uber aggressive when he might just can. If a shot allows him to pull up for a nice midi or whatever, hey, he got a bag. So, I mean, he got a bag. He can do a lot of things. So, that's a great point. I'm going to keep an eye on that, man, because I think we're only going to go far as Brunson and Cat take us. You know what I mean? So, we definitely need Brunson and Cat to be at their best for sure.
That's a definite buck. That's a definite buck. I mean, I'll ask you guys, unless it's me, how many times have you saw this year where there's a true pick and roll and he's rolling to the basket and getting the ball and going up? I don't see it much. I just don't see that. I see a lot of isolation points for him, and then he may get a pick or may get a screen here and there, and he, you know what I mean, or fake, and most of his jab steps and him trying to get downhill. And
Yeah,
I don't know. It's brutal.
that is true. I've noticed a little bit of that too. They haven't run that, and Cat has I mean, I want to say the last couple of games he's been shooting a couple more jump shots, maybe 1 or 2 jump shots more from off the screen and the pick and pop. But yeah, the top. I think that is his move. He gets that move. He isolates himself. He either decides to go right and left and finish at the rim hard. I think that's what he does. And yeah, could it be easier for him to score baskets? Of course, especially with the way they move the ball. And it's sometimes he gets the ball and he does exactly what he wants to do. Quick, moves to the ball, does it quick. And sometimes he stagnates, turns around, backs the ball down, and gets the double team and kicks the ball out a little bit more too. So it is about how they're playing basketball and how the teams are playing him while they're playing basketball as well.
Yeah, I don't see him in good positions a lot of times.
Yeah.
And then he's still picking up these ridiculous fouls, these offensive fouls where he's shouldering and pushing guys and doing. And I just think that in order for us to excel and get to that upper echelon, his game and the game that is suited around him has to be better.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you on that. And like we say, it's one game at a time. We see if anything evolves now that they changing this thing with the lineup. I think it will. I believe because it was tough too because you're playing in a system where nobody in that starting lineup is a pass first person. They all score first people. So we just got to hope that one way it all works itself out. But like I think they'd be okay. Like I'm really excited about this lineup change. I think it's going to pay a lot of dividends for the Knicks. In a lot of ways, lanes.
What do we do tonight with it though? Because if that same lineup, who's guarding Giannis? Because these guys have an incredible way of coming back right when they have to play us. You know what I mean? Who's in the lineup right now that's guarding Giannis? Because if that starting lineup, I don't see any of them that can. You know what I mean? In that sense,
Mitch might start tonight.
We're going to need something to try to slow him down. I mean, it's the same with everybody else who plays him. You know what I mean? You get three. You either get 3. I can't say guards or wings or whatever, but they shield the top, force him to slow down, and then force him either to pass out or work methodically through it. I don't know right now. Like one player that in that starting unit that we had, last time, I don't see nobody matching up with him because Cat's definitely not matching up with him, not one-on.
You know what? For me, I think the most important thing for me tonight in that situation that you got to talk about, like you just you're gonna have to play committee defense because it's not like they're gonna keep this whole lineup near the first quarter. So even if you start the game with that lineup 3 or 4 or 5 minutes of the game, you're switching out another person anyway. So you just got to try to hope that you don't let them come out the gate killing us. At least let 3, 4, 5 minutes go by when the first rotation player change the rotation come in. Hopefully that might be Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? And let's say if my man McBride or Hart go out after the first 4 or 5 minutes, you slide Mitchell Robinson in there, and then you got Mitchell Robinson and Cat. So I think they just gonna have to play by committee. Jan's gonna get his numbers up against anybody. I don't care who they playing. You know what I mean? He is who he is. But I'm hoping the Knicks don't let it be the end all be all, because what you got to do is, you got to kind of force the hand a little bit. To me, it's like you can't let the guy just run in the rim and get crazy, but at the same time, let him get a couple of buckets because we getting buckets too. You know what I mean? Because I'd rather for Giannis to get 6 or 7 points in the first 5 minutes than Cat and somebody get 2 fouls. Or somebody get a foul, then he got to sit out so many minutes. One man can't beat you in the whole game. You know what I mean? And so if he gonna be the one that's giving it to us, shut everybody else down. I think, and that's what I do like about this situation, because I think with Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, and at least Mikal Bridges, our defense got a chance to sustain a little bit of the other guys, I would say, until we get another guy in there. So it's gonna be tough, man. And like I said, it's gonna be tough guarding Giannis is Giannis, and he is who he is for a reason. But I think the Knicks going to have to find a way to make it a committee thing. If you keep them away from that basket, if you see him going downhill, he went on with Cat, let him go. Give up the 2 points. Give up the 2 points, and you get to stay in the game long to go back down on the other end, and you get 2 points. You know what I mean? So it might have to be a mono thing with him, I guess, guys, because there's no other way to say it to stop that dude. I mean, he's that bona fide. So even with Mitch in there, somebody gonna have to get it done, but who knows? Let's see how it goes. Right?
I think you'll see. I think you'll see sometime that they'll switch out of their man-to-man defense and go zone, because if anything, you do want to make Giannis a shooter. The only thing is, have they improved that? You know what I mean? Because if Mike's going to run it, he's got to get everybody on page of what areas to cover during that zone, because currently now during the zone, depending on what matchups we have, some of these guys don't know how to truly cut off the driving lane, to force the player over to the next guy, because that's the object of a zone, is to try to force you to say, hey, no, I'm not giving you those driving lanes and forcing you to then say shoot over us. But currently right now, the last couple of times we ran it, they left too many gaps, and guys are fast enough to drop that ball across, across that line and get to the basket. Because once they infiltrate your zones are destroyed, because it's just designed to try to help you perform to shoot from the outside over it. But right now, we currently don't run it well. You know what I mean? There's a lot for improvement in that. And I do give Mikal Bridges, I'm giving him a lot of props, because Mikal Bridges has definitely taken on the lead for a lot of things, and particularly with Cats out, on defense, because you could see him those last few games. He's pulling Cat to the side. He's having discussions with him, you know what I mean, about being out of place, you know what I mean, the switches, not aggressively switching. He's having what's name. So I definitely appreciate what Mikal is doing. He's kept us alive.
Yeah.
Let's just say.
Great minds think alike. There go right there. Mikal keeping him in the yard. I mean, the defense is crazy right now. I mean, he is keeping them in the yard right now. And without the president Anunoby not being there, Mikal definitely have stepped up his defensive game. And I'm really happy to see that, because he's been keeping the cats in the yard for sure. Getting a couple of steals a game, jumping in the passing lane, blocking. He is really stepped his game up, and that's good, man. When you get your contract, you earn your money. You show them that you're worth your money. And Sharp House right now, he is worth the money, and he's always been worth the money to me. But he's really showing improvement in the absence of Anunoby, and being our defense wasn't really rounding where they need to be right now. He's definitely been helping them for sure.
Did you guys see the differential between when Anunoby is in and what we are now? It is incredible. The number is incredible.
I think we go. It is the difference.
Yeah. It's eye-opening.
I was always down for the Mikal trade. You know what I mean? And when he got here, and everybody was screaming about the 5 picks that we had, that these guys are in junior high school right now, not even playing college basketball yet and stuff like that. I was okay with it, and this different system, Mikal looks very well. He's moving the ball. He's all his numbers are up. You know what I mean? His percentages are up. He's looking better. He's blocking the ball more. He's stealing the passes more. He knows his role. He even is getting to a line a little bit more than he did last year. So with that being said, I think he's a big contributor now that OG is out to help us mend the defense. And Knicks Nation, we do see him talking a lot with a lot of the players too, especially with Towns on the mismatches or the things. So I like to see him out there being more verbal with the guys to keep them more engaged on the court.
Yeah, real talk. Listen, we're gonna go over the injury report and everything like that, man. We be right back. Take a minute. But salute to everybody in the building, man. Salute to the chat. Thank y'all for coming in, man. You got Divine Shop Power, got Mr. Nick Nation in the building. Knicks.
I'm gonna jump out and come back in, because for some reason the StreamYard for mine, you guys have been frozen. That's why I don't see myself. I understand, like, it's frozen.
All right, that's
frozen at 8:19. So I'll come back in.
All right. Yep.
Okay, cool.
See you, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go over the injury report and everything like that, man. So everybody in the building, man.
Oh, there it goes.
Are you good? Friday night.
I got it. I fixed it. There it goes.
There we go, man. Yeah, we be right back. Let's do it. Oh, sorry about that. Shouldn't be there. I don't know what is going on with that. Not supposed to work. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. I'll fix that thing right there. Let me go there. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I'll go over the injury report and everything. I need to fix that situation right there. But Shaw Powers, hold me down while I take care of that right quick, my man.
Yeah, we just gotta pay attention. Like I was talking about Mikal Bridges and the effort that he's putting out on the floor is incredible. You know what I mean? He's doing things that we haven't noticed him do last year. A lot of times, he's not a super duper aggressive style basketball player, but you have noticed that he is driving to the hole a little bit more, slashing to the basket a little bit more, doing that reverse behind his back, flip up behind like that to lay the ball up more. You know what I mean? And he's much more verbal with a lot of the guys, and it looks good. You know what I mean? And I'm happy that we have acquired him, and the things that he's doing for the team. You know what I mean? With different lineups too. Him and Deuce lineup is a phenomenal lineup, and I mean right now this lineup with him and Josh Hart, almost like what they ran last year, is going to be is going to fare very well. You know what I mean? We do give Cat the position right now of being the sole on center, and the ball is moving a little bit more. So we'll see what happens as the time goes on. We still, like you're saying, we're still missing OG and stuff like that. So we will be trying to figure out what we need to do and how we need to go forward with what we have. And I do, from the last game, it did look good with Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench. And if, in my opinion, what we all talked about in the beginning of the year of Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench and having Josh Hart started is for the same reason now that we see that his agent wants him to get, play smart, don't get hurt. And also him starting on and only playing 12 to 16 minutes. If in my opinion, that was one of the big things we talked about early in the season about if that was going to be Mitch, I wouldn't want him to start and either apply Deuce and Josh Hart in the starting lineup. And now we've seen both of them in the starting lineup last game. So that was great to see. So let's see how they get out there tonight and really try to, make this thing more proactive and, try to continue to doing some of the same things. Another thing that we didn't do, we didn't shoot a lot of 3-point shots the last game, but we shot a good percentage. I think we shot 25 or so, but the percentage was really good. And we drive the ball, we penetrated more going towards the basket last game. So I think that was a good thing that we will probably pick up on. And I'll say this again, some of this stuff that I watch kind of still looks like Tom Thibodeau style of basketball. Yes, there is some increments of this zone or this quasi zone that they play, and we do move the ball a lot, but we were doing that a lot last year too. A lot of things from last year was 30 assists, where we're cogged right in right now about 27, 28 assists a game, on a bad night, that looks like. So I think the percentage from the assists will go up as well. And everything else just looks pretty good. How's things doing, Devon? Got it?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, listen, we're gonna do the end report and everything. I'll be right back, ladies. Appreciate y'all patience and everything. Let's get it right quick. Here we go, and we get back at it.
Oh, snap.
Yo, salute everybody. Then real quick, man. Look at the numbers right quick, ladies and gentlemen. We pretty much relatively stayed in the same category, 120.8 a game, 45 rebound, assist number still the same. We creep back up over the 3-point line at 37.2, and our field goal percentage is getting close to where I wanted to see, almost close to 50%. They're 48.9 from the floor, so that was some good numbers right there. The Milwaukee Bucks right now, them numbers is really kind of, without Giannis, you can see a lot of numbers declining. The rebound, think about it, the rebounding without Giannis probably a little different there. And, the assist numbers pretty much good. So all our numbers about the same, except for the field goal percentage, which is going to go up with him because this cat gets buckets down in the paint like that. So, hopefully the numbers for this game stay relatively like that, and we can find a way to neutralize this, everything like that, man. And let's go, man. We on our Friday night Knicks shit. It's Knicks in Milwaukee, Emirates Cup group stage throwdown today at MSG. Let's get it popping. Salute to the chat. I see Jay Chosen is in the building. Ready, Sandy. I'm sorry about that if I pronounced it wrong, my brother. Excuse me. Nick Yak is in the building. Size 9 is in the building. What's that? Giatone is in the building. Andy Tone is in the building. Salute to everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Real talk. We in the building, man. Knicks is in the building. Let's get it popping. I'm excited about it, man. They do look good, Darlene. I like the stats, Darlene, especially that 3-point stat because we were down at 36.6 prior to the Charlotte game. But look like we did pretty good, and we allowed them to get it back. I want to see us around there, Queen, around 37, 38% for the year. If we can stay around there, then I think we got a good thing going on, man, with that 3-point shot. But I noticed that they're not shooting as many off the rip first, which is good. They kind of going inside, outside. They on that method man stuff right now. Inside, outside, hitting you from every angle. So I'm glad to see that the Knicks is playing like the way I like to see you play basketball. Throw the ball down in the middle and then kick it back out to the perimeter. And I think they're doing a good job of that so far in this latest thing that they've been doing. So they just got to keep it going, and hopefully tonight will be no different. But they say Giannis is in the building from what I hear. And I'm happy about that. In order to be the best, you got to beat the best. You know what I mean? So salute to my man, Mr. Ron, Mr. CEO, still Knicks fan, the general of the SKF Army is in the chat. Jay Cholders in the building. Everybody, man. Salute to everybody, man. I hope y'all had a great holiday season. And we ain't here with us to finish this thing before we go ahead and MSG and beat the Bucks and pretty much get them at 2-2 in the group stage, and we move to 3-1. AP is also stepping in the building. AP was good, my man. Good to see you. But Shot Powers, Giannis playing tonight, man. So it look like we got a chance.
Told you.
Yeah, right.
We told you.
We joke about it. We joke. We say it all the time, Devon. We joke and we laugh about it, but it's showing to be true. You know what I mean? It's a stated fact. This guy has an abduct restraint. He's been hurt for like last 5-7 games that these guys play. But New York Knicks, baby. I don't care. Shoot me up, Doc. Hit me with that. It don't matter.
Facts.
We playing the Knicks night. Yeah, I'm here.
Facts.
So, I'm happy that it's going to be here, and it's going to be a game that we have to really pay attention to. But I think we can persuade a win out of this team tonight. I knew he was going to play tonight. It wasn't even a second guess. You can have a broken leg, you can tear your Achilles and everything. And Nick's coming. Yo, write me up. Right, hit me with the Miyagi with the cup. Hit me with that's what I'm
Yeah, and Nick Nation earlier. I mean, I'm glad he really kind of led us to this because it is different now that we know he's gonna be here. Like he was saying earlier. Now, how's our defense gonna set up today against him? You know what I mean? And I think you hit on some great points. So we got to see if we can do this thing by committee. He playing. I'm glad he playing. Like I said, I don't believe in duck and smoke. In order to get to where you want to go in life, you want to be the best. You got to beat the best. I'm glad he up in that piece tonight. Let's go in there. We owe him one. You know what I mean? Let's get it. You know what I mean? And then if
exactly.
We can do that, yeah, we can go in there and let them know like this. We ain't running from you. We had your number all last year anyway. So, and I don't expect no different. They got us the first couple of games, but also we was missing some players here and there. And let's see how it goes. Now, this ain't the team that Janssen was playing early in the season. Granted, we missing Anunoby and Shaman, two of our better defenders right now this season. But I think we got enough with Tyler Kohler giving us some good minutes here and there. And hopefully Yabo and all these guys just give us a little bit. You know what I mean? I noticed the other day, other than Tyler Kohler, my man Nick Nation, Mike Brown ain't trying to hear the other stuff. He going with his 9-8 guys and Tyler Kohler right now. So let's see how it goes today with these guys. Look like they might be other than Terry and Prince, Tashawn Prince, excuse me, and Michael Porter Jr., Kevin Porter Jr. I'm sorry,
Kevin Porter Jr.
Yeah, but you know what? They missing two of their guys. We missing two of our guys. It was all fair and love and war. Let's go get it.
It should be better though. This time we have a little bit of tape on them. I think it was their the starting point guard. I can't remember that light skinned kid name. He gave us some trouble last game, if I remember correctly. But with guys like Deuce back, Deuce is definitely he looked his shot and the things that he worked on last year, where everybody kept talking about how he had a setback. It really wasn't a setback. That's what you're beginning to see this year of the stuff that he was working on last year. He looks a lot better, a lot more fluid coming off the screen, shooting over guys, getting downhill. And then that one step, he definitely looked like Brunson, where you could see him, he frees the guy in the paint. And then, the up under, the 2 steps for the lay. He looked, the guy's looking a lot better.
Yeah. I think it has a lot also to do with the system he playing in too. He got more free reign now. You know what I mean? And he got more open lanes, more passing. Mike Brown giving a little bit more influence on what they do out there. That's good to see too, because sometimes, no matter how, sometimes a system can impede your progress. You know what I mean? In a sense. And I think the way we were playing last year, we played more like an ISO stagnant type thing. And it could have impeded what these guys are doing. But I like him coming off the curls. He got a little bit of floater going on. His defense has always been there. And like I used to tell everybody, like, Deuce McBride made $3 or $4 million, ladies and gentlemen. His production, even last year, he was the 6th leading scorer on New York Knicks with 9 points a game, right? So, and I'm one of them guys like $1 million a point. You score 20, you make 20 million, give me 20. You make 20, give me 20 points a game. You make 10 million, give me 10 points a game. But Deuce McBride was giving us 9 points a game with stellar defense. He was only making $4 million. And I think that was, I think he's now found a system that he could play in. And it's a maturation thing. Every year a person works hard to get better. All of us, we want to be better like than we were last year. Or the past year, whatever. But I like the way he's playing. Hopefully he can stay on the court. Hopefully he don't have no concerns with his hamstring. But Paris, thank you for the super chat, my brother. I think he just had a good game. He was Shop Powers text me. I'll text Shop Powers next morning. Like, yeah, Deuce like me in the kitchen cooking. You know what I mean? So he was getting the product. But anyway, we bring Jay Chose in the building. But I'm happy to see what I'm seeing from him. I hope he continue his growth, man. Because like I said, for somebody only making $3-4 million, we can't expect him to give us what guys who making $20 million give us. I think that's the wrong pressure to put on a young man like that, especially last year with that weak bench that we had. When you played the Knicks last year, real quick, they said the only person on that bench you got to worry about is Deuce McBride. Let's just key on Deuce McBride. Everybody else can't do nothing. Now they don't have that problem. So I think it's a different scenario with Mike Brown's system and a deeper bench. Now you can't key on Deuce McBride because you got Jordan Clarkson over there. You know what I mean? So I think it's just a little different scenario, man. That's all, man. Jay, what's good, my man? Good to see you, my man. What's good?
What up, Jay?
Blessings. Hope everybody's holiday was good.
My man just came in. Your coat still on, hat still on, scarf.
Yeah, I went outside for one. Look, I went outside for 1 second. Before I came back out, I went right back in and got a coat. I just was gonna grab something. I was like, hell my God, are you bugging? It's
real out there, baby. It's real.
Yeah,
look, I'm in the South and it's cold. So
I'm gonna tell you this. Damn, I'm gonna tell you this. Say a prayer for homeless people right now, man. It's cold out.
Facts.
There.
Facts.
Be great. That's something to be grateful for. You got a roof over your head. You got some heat on there. You got something to wear. God bless you, man.
Yeah, well, let's see the Knicks heat tonight, Jay. Let's see the Knicks.
Yeah, about to get to that. Yo, bringing that heat. Let me tell you something. I don't know if you noticed, but that ball movement was crispy. The ball movement was crispy. It really felt like they, look, you play the team that's in front of you. I don't care who you playing. You could play the team we're playing tonight. You could play the team we played last time. You could play the team, whoever you play. Oklahoma, it doesn't matter who you're playing. If you play with the right movement, right, everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that's what I see out of that team last time. I'm gonna piggyback real quick on what you were just talking about, Deuce. The thing about Deuce is I'm talking about, huh?
You call them dudes?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about. I call him Deuce. I gotta do it like this. All right, so yeah, I called him Deuce. I'm gonna call him Deuce for this reason. He came and answered the bell. And it's something like that we have talked about all year. If the bell rings, who's going to answer that? Because we seem to have some sort of situation at some time where the door bell rings and who needs to come through that door to answer that? And for me, Miles turned on the Deuce that week. No. Two-way playing, play good defense, and even the guy, what's his face, said they were all swishers. Nothing, not even close to like guessing if the shot was going to go in. I think it's also a trap, like what do they say, like iron sharpens iron. So as one person is doing great, the next is doing great. It's infectious. So look, I hope going into tonight, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that same infectious, crispy passing, good shooting. You know, no mistake having. And that's the thing. You're right. Like last year, we had that one person on the bench. I really think that going forward, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna keep lineups. I mean, I think it's gonna be dependent on the team that we play, but we're gonna see a lineup where Deuce is going to stay in the lineup, and if anybody changes, it's gonna be when OG comes back, it's gonna be Hart, because Hart's gonna go to the bench because we're gonna need rebounds. And with Cat, we have rebounds. And when Mitch is playing, we have rebounds. So I look, I liked everything that I saw last night. I just think that, we're going to get more cohesive as a team. And we have a much bigger test today than last time. Even though, don't get it twisted. Those young kids, they definitely made us run. So, I'm looking for a good game out of us, and I'm not going to bet against them. So, I really feel good about this game. I do, and I'm glad Giannis is playing. Really glad.
Yep.
Whatever was in Hart's Cheerios, the last we need it back in there again.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He decided to click that switch and say, "Oh yeah, let me turn some offense on and break down that mental block from, you know what I mean? You could see them times where he's open and then that freeze and then not shooting. This time it looks like for whatever reason it is, he can then jump past that mental block and he just starts, you know what I mean, implementing real offense and shooting and that indecisiveness. Because it's when he does that indecisiveness, that's when he hurts us. That is when he hurts us. He just needs to be, you know what I mean? Because it even throws players off. Because if you're expecting somebody to shoot, that means you're not advancing to help to go get toward the rebound. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, he is coming in with you, and you're like, wait, what just happened here? Because you know what I mean? He was free for the shot. This is the NBA. You get free for a shot, you know what I'm saying? And you get that wide open, it's wide open, and they leaving him in time. You got to pull the trigger. You have to pull the trigger. This is not like, like Mitch out there. Hart can shoot, and Hart is be honest with the last 2 years, he's been in the upper 30s, You know what I mean? For the last 2 years. So when he does this hitch, I think it drives his team crazy. It drives his coach crazy. It definitely drives the fans crazy because it makes me like, you know what I mean? I get crazy. I'm like, I think what I call it is, what's my man name? I call it, because I wear my heart on his sleeve like him. Like, I don't know if y'all know Eru, but Eru, you know what I mean? You know how Eru start what? Yeah, If you watch me during the game here, I can see a very calm person now. You watch me during the game here, I'm a lunatic because of stuff like that. So I'm hoping tonight, you know what I mean? He has that same aggressive mentality and goes and takes a shot, takes a shot or go to the basket. But that hitching and holding, please leave that on.
Yep, real talk.
I love when it runs downhill.
Thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate that. He said we got to coach Cat and Games to focus on playing inside out. Coaches got to micromanage and focus on staying home on the 3-point shooters and got to make shots. Hey, Shot Power, check your phone when you get a chance, please. Your message. Check your text message on your phone. But yeah, man, Paris, thank you for that, man. Real talk, because you're right about that, man. I think it's all a matter of time, you know what I mean, that we get all this stuff together. But like I said, this is a new system, new season, new vibe, new reason for you to subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like, subscribe for your boys, man. Real talk. But I'm confident in this team, man. I'm confident in what they could do. I'm confident in what they're doing. Like I said, it takes time, with a new coach, new system, and everything. So, but for the most part, we over 500. That's a good thing. We in third, fourth, or whatever pretty soon in the association. So I think we got a lot to go on, a lot to be proud about. Shot Power, because we are playing good basketball. We took a couple of L's here and there. We haven't really beat no upper echelon teams on the road, but we've beaten who's in front of us. But I'm really excited about this 5-man rotation right here with Josh Hart in there and Deuce McBride. That literally right now, if you look at that whole rotation, every one of them players, every one of them can hit the 3-ball. You got 5 dudes you got to defend tonight. All of them can hit the 3-ball. And they all shoot it at a pretty good clip. And Josh Hart has been shooting better lately. I think Cat's number is going to go right back up there sooner or later. Cat is Cat. He's 24 and 13 every year. I'm not even worried about Cat. I'm never worried about the Knicks offense, never. That's just me personally, because they scored 120 a game. They were 5th in the association last year, and they still got room to grow. So when Anunoby come back and Shaman come in, now you got some more guys who shoot around 37% from out there on the 3-point area. So Shot Power. But all that being said, what's your thought on these guys tonight and how they gonna do this thing around Giannis? Because they got a good defense there. They got a good defense down there. Obviously, Doc Rivers know how to coach. He still got a lot to prove. He ain't won nothing yet since he left Boston with Tom Thibodeau. But, he haven't won nothing yet. But still, he know how to coach. And their team was looking good before Giannis went down. So I don't think we need to sleep on these guys tonight. I think they need to go get a Shot Power. I think they better play their best game tonight for sure.
Yeah, there's one question to be answered tonight, is if Mike Brown reverts back to the old lineup with Mitchell Robinson starting tonight and Cat, because of Miles Turner and Giannis. I'm not sure if they're going to go back to that lineup, or I'm not sure if they're going to keep the Josh Hart with Deuce McBride lineup either. Because if you look at it, if you do start Cat, who is going to either guard Cat or who's going to guard Miles Turner? Is Cat going to be on Turner? Then who's going to guard Giannis? Are you going to leave Mikal Bridges to play Giannis? That would be, or Josh Hart to play Giannis. You know what I mean? So that is something to think about tonight. But I'm not worried about any of that, because I believe in Mike Brown. I believe Mike Brown will put out the lineup that he thinks that can win the game. And once again, it's not who starts. It's not who starts. It's who finishes. And we can give up 37 points to Giannis if we can contain everybody else. To a limited amount of numbers. Low teens and stuff like that. Giannis is a handful to take care of. So that means that our guys also has to step up. Tonight would be a great night to see that that outside shooting from Cat tonight. He's been a little off from shooting the shot, but I believe he can get back into it. Like you said, Divine, it's not like it's almost 40 points last year. Where you think he's going to go down to like 25 points shooting 3 points? Right. He's a phenomenal shooter, and he likes certain moves. There's certain things that he do. He likes shooting. He doesn't favor shooting it from the sideline. He likes shooting it from up top. He likes to take the 3-point shot from up top, 2 feet from up top. Sometimes I think he could go right into the 3-point lane and get a little closer to the line to shoot it, but that's the way he shoots the shot. So eventually, we'll see what happens. He will get better, and I believe that the team will play better tonight. But my big concern tonight, if it is a concern, is if Giannis is playing and Miles Turner is playing, who is going to be the starting lineup for us tonight?
I got you. Yeah, you know what? For me, just to piggyback what you said, and I'll pass it to Nick Nation. Like people go in slumps, ladies and gentlemen. All of them do. You know, last year we had a bunch of dudes slumping every now and then because nobody can go perfect every day, every year. You know, it's just not reality. But I like not even heard Cat say this not recently. That listen, I've been through slumps before. Jalen Brunson been through slumps. Sometimes you're just not clicking at a certain time of the season, whether it's beginning, end, middle. But I believe when it's all said and done, Cat number to be 24, 14, 40% from downtown. Might not be here right now, but before this season over, you best believe Big Cat numbers will be right where they always been his whole career. They just would be there. But at the same time, sometimes, you gotta, like I say, even for me, Nick Nation, and you hit a lot of great points on that earlier, is like it's things he might not be doing right that he probably need to brush up on, and maybe Mike Brown got to put him in better situations like that. So if he rectify all that, I think we get the Cat that we used to seeing. But I can understand that he's not doing anything because he might be pressing, or he, whatever the case may be. But that's one guy I'm not worried about. He's 10-year veteran, all NBA. I ain't sweating none of them. Like I said, for me personally, I don't even think about the Knicks offense. They good. I just get worried about when that defense is not playing the way they need to play, because our offense is gonna be they top notch in the NBA. I mean, they got bucket getters all around them. You got two dudes in the NBA. One of them is a point guard, probably top 5 in the NBA, and you got at the center at his position, he top 5 in the NBA.
Yep.
And they both all. They all. I mean, these guys do what they do. So let's hope that tonight, I think what we do is just the first 4 minutes, Giannis might eat. And then when you make that substitution, like I said earlier, you bring Mitchell Robinson in with Cat, then that rectifies that. But I don't have no problem going away from that right now, because I think it's going to work better for the Knicks. Because here's the reason why. It might be a mismatch with Giannis down there when he get the ball, but also it's going to be a mismatch for us because they're going to have to guard our dudes who can shoot. Right. So now Miles Turner and Giannis got to go out there on the perimeter and guard all 5 dudes who can knock down 3-point shots. So just as much as it's a mismatch for us on the defense side of the ball, it's a mismatch for them on the defense side of the ball too. They got to guard our dudes out there in the perimeter, which opens up the lanes, I think, for us guys to go down there and play bully ball. So I hope that be the case tonight, Nick Nation, at least from my perspective anyway.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, I just think tonight, the only thing I'm really looking for, the extra effort on rotation for defense, because when they, because dealing with Giannis eventually, he'll start kicking it out, and that rotation, they have to give the extra push in the rotation. That's what limits, these free open 3-pointers. So I'm hoping to see that. I'm also hoping to see, because of how last year events took place and the nameless one, that Kolek still gets some time. And the only reason why I say I'm hoping that Kolek still gets some time, and it has to do with as far as the business end of it as well. If we're going to keep Kolek, 1, let him develop. 2, other teams are seeing him. There's just a thing, like when you've been watching basketball or you evaluate players, there's sometimes certain things you can just see. This kid just has it. I don't know what you want. I can't quantify the word it, because there's just something that you see and you notice. He may not be the fastest. He's not the strongest. He can't jump the highest. He can't what's things. But that boy can do one thing. That boy can see the field. He can run a team. And those passes are so on point, because it's not something just to push the ball to somebody. It's how that ball is delivered to you when you're a pro. He delivers that ball on time, inside, outside, what's the name. Just think about if we had found some minutes for him last year, which there were, and let him grind through some of that, where would he be this year?
Yeah.
And if you're not going to keep him, and if we are, teams are seeing him now and getting tape on him and getting a little what's name, and you can see from summer to how he's grown now. Whatever he was doing through the summer, that the summer league was summer league. But you can tell right now, Man, I'm watching him body people in. I'm watching him shoot some time with his offhand. I'm looking at where and how those passes are delivered on time. That kid has a little something, and we need to let it blossom and grow. So I'm hoping that he somehow they can cut out some place in here for him and get him minutes at times, because he believe me, he has something. And if, you know what I mean, this is the nature of the business. If it continues and goes further, and then we do, you know what I'm saying, at that time of the year, we need a trade, you need somebody with value.
Mm-hmm.
He can be somebody of value. So
hey, Jay,
that's all I'm looking for.
Jay, to follow up on what Nick Nature talking about, because he is a quintessential type of point guard. He's an old school point guard to me. He's a throwback. You know what I mean? Like, IQ, good vision, and believe it or not, that young man got dog in him though. You know, like he ain't scared. You know, he ain't scared. He go out there, body a joker. I mean, you know, obviously got to make up for his size on defense. But what I do like about it, he makes up with it with his toughness and his quickness, Jay Children. So I think I'm happy about that for him. But I do think that not under Tom Thibodeau, where he was going a lot of veteran moves, which we were doing that recently. But it really like his opportunities there, Jay Children. Like we said, when the door opens, you go through it. You know what I mean? And because of the Sherman injury and this, he found a way to get the minutes. So now, like Nick Nation said, he do a lot of things. I think that 4-year Marquette thinking, and his IQ is above the world, and he's getting tutelage from Maurice Cheeks and Jalen Brunson. Can't get no better than that, bro.
Yeah, no, so I don't even need to go. That's what I was gonna say. Every word of that, and that's not even a joke. Like, you know how I repeat this every time we talk about college. 4 years in college, very rare, but usually a mark of somebody that comes in and knows basketball like the ins and outs, the court vision, all the IQ that we're talking about, a little bit more than that 1 year player. That 1 year player might have more talent. That 1 year player might come in and burst off the scene, could dunk better or could do something a little bit different. But it's not, they don't have the same vision that a player of that type of stature has. And to be able to play next to the clutch player of the year, the guy who has the same dog in him, the same height issues that he has, the same type of moves. You watch Kolik and you say, I've seen that's Brunson-ish. Did he that little left he threw up off the backboard? That looked like Brunson to me right there. And I could tell that he's working with him just from those type of things. And he's smart. He wants to do it. And I don't know if you noticed all the way from the summer, when when his game is on, he struts. His chest comes out a little bit more. He starts moving around a little bit like you know, like a pit bull would do, like when they're feeling themselves. His chest comes out. He sees. I'm not sure if it was Divine Shot, but I was looking for the text where I passed. I said, "You see that pass?" It might have been both of you. I was like, "Damn!" He hit. I believe it was Bridges in the middle, in between three people. Boom, 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 right to the guy.
Yep.
So you got to have good court vision for that. Yep. I think I also agree with Nick Nation as far as use them no matter what. If you're going to showcase them, if you're going to do that. Right now, to be completely honest, to me, he's our only pure point guard on the team. Pure point guard.
Not to cut you off, I want to piggyback on it, then I'm going to get around because it's almost time to get off.
But
here's the benefit of Tyler Cole this night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you who's going to benefit from Tyler Cole the most now that we done made this whole lineup thing. Mitchell Robinson and Tyler Cole in the pick and roll, ladies and gentlemen. See, Jalen Brunson don't throw that ball to Mitchell Robinson. Tyler Cole is the pass first point guard. You put Mitchell Robinson and Cole in that pick and roll, whatever, it's Lob City all day. You know what I mean? I just think it's going to pay a lot of dividends. And, you know, with him, Tyler Kolick and helping Clarkson and helping all the guys, because he's a pass point, he's unselfish. So, you know, and I think it's going to be a lot to go with that, man. But listen, give me your last thoughts on this thing, Sharp Powell. I go to Jay Children, and we get around and get ready to watch this Friday night Knicks beatdown, hopefully on the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm saying that with much respect too. For real.
Yeah, control the pace, grab your rebounds, hit your free throws, shoot over 37% from three-point land. Let's stay up around 28 assists tonight, and let's shoot over 80% from the free throw line. I think the Knicks can get out here and dominate tonight. I got the Knicks winning tonight 138 to 125. 138 to 125. Since it's the Emory Cup game, it's going to be some selective defense. And I think both teams are going to really get out here to go offensive heavily tonight. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a big game. I think the Knicks are going to score 135. What did I say? 135, 125?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 135, 125. And the play of the game for me tonight is going to be I got big hopes and dreams for this guy tonight. So I think that he's going to step up. I think Mitch comes out here tonight, clouds the paint, gets 3 blocks. And 14 rebounds and 11 points. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Jay Chosen, go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, it's a big test tonight. We're coming out with the same lineup as we did last night, so we know ahead of time. It's Deuce, Brunson, Hart, McHale, Towns. So to answer that question about if we're going to mix it up against their size, I think that we have something going right now. And when you got something that's rolling, it doesn't really matter. You roll with it because it's nothing but a quick timeout to bring in the big man if you need to. So I like the fact now also that you could go and get Clarkson and Kolick and like you just said, Mitch. And now you have a pick and roll, and you have pick and pops, and you got people to go and shoot from the outside. I'm feeling really, really good about this game for some reason. And I almost hit my numbers the other night. I'm gonna go with this one. It's gonna be a lot different than the last one, though. I'm gonna go. I think we're gonna go 118. 112. 118, 112. It's going to be a tough game. We're going to win this game, though. 118, 112.
Okay. I like Nick Nation. Understand, my man. Appreciate you coming in, Nick Nation. For real. We understand what happened. I like his score, though. He got 125, 110. I love that score right there. I think that's a good score. Fabian got a good score, 111, 1-2. Verify. Salute to my man, too. Thank you for coming in. Verify. I appreciate that. He got 118, 110. That's a good score as well. And I look at it this way. The most important thing tonight for me is not let Bobby Portis, Kyle Kuzma, Gary Trent Jr. Don't let them cats get off on us tonight. Giannis is going to do what he's going to do, but you cannot let Bobby Portis come off that bench. You can't let AJ Green come up there and they start knocking down these threes all over the place. And Gary Trent, my guy, our defense got to come up on that 3-point line tonight. Keep going that 3-point. That's why I like this lineup. Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges. At least they can guard that wing position. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard when we got Cat and Robinson because that 3-point defense get ate up on the perimeter. But tonight, you got 4 wing dudes out there with Brunson, not wing, but 4 guys who could play the guard and the forward spots that might neutralize some of that 3-point shooting. And even though they might beat us up a little bit in the first 5 minutes in the paint, I think we'd be okay. I like the Knicks tonight, man. I think this lineup they putting out there tonight, I think it's harder to guard because of the ball movement, because of the screen, the corner threes. That means John's got to go chase Cat out there. Miles Turner got to chase Josh Hart or Miguel out there. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to keep up with all that. I got the New York Knicks tonight, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much putting up 120-something too. So I'm going to go 123. And I think our defense is going to come to play tonight, even though they got a good defense there. I just think their defense cannot hold that 3-point shooting tonight. I'm going 123, New York Knicks, 114. 123, 114 for me. Oh yeah, Queen Darlene had 129 the other night, but the Charlotte Hornets didn't reach the other number we were talking about. But she called that 129 right on the head the other night. So salute to Queen Darlene on that the other night.
Yes, indeed.
He had 129 dead on it, but their offense didn't get to the 13 I was talking about, something like that. So good job, everybody, man. Dave Smith got 132, 110. That's a good score. 125, 110. Queen Darlene again. That's a good score as well. Williams got 140, 123. What up, William Thompson? Good to see you, my man. Salute. And salute to everybody, man. We on our Friday night Knicks shit. Group cup game. Let's go in there and beat these jokers, man. We get the 3-1. We knock them down to 2-2. It'd be pretty much they'd be looking for the wild card. All we got to do is beat Miami or whatever. Miami lose the game, and we be right there. So let's get it, man. I'm happy
all
about
we need is this.
For real, that's all we need. That's all we need.
All we need is this.
All we need is that. Real talk. Shaw Power, Jay Choda, my brothers. Nick Nation, thank you for coming in, man. Y'all enjoy the game, man. We'll see y'all later, man. Peace.
Peace.
You are now about to witness.
Knicks real talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the Mr. Branders, hands on, going hard like calluses. Who style this? Aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, we get it like crypto. On the rip though, I cyber decrypted, we locked them from the get-go. On this Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like sauce, the KRT drip club leading up the tip off. We flew by confidence, put your Nick content in beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we roll the bar too far for you to reach on. We got our teach on the show that's fire. Prize Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, career popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the link that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange blue sky. In the Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms, the passion fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Knicks kid assassin.
You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness.
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire! He's on fire!